How's it going? Is this the intro, or is this like a blooper that we're gonna make? Also, Blake, why did you wait until exactly when we start recording to start eating?
That's what streamers do, man.
No, I've been eating. I've been eating this.
Just put it down. No one wants to see you masticate.
I thought we like agreed. I was like, Roger, you're gonna take us in today, and then you were like, okay. And then
I
pressed
said
record.
I'm tired too. You didn't tell me I was supposed to do that intro.
Hey Roger, you're doing the intro.
We're very misfunctional today.
Let's restart.
Dysfunctional?
Let's restart.
Not even grammar's
just
working.
we'll keep rolling.
Yeah, we'll make
Blake,
this
you
a
want to do
short.
it?
Okay. Wait, what'd you say, Dylan?
We'll keep rolling. It's okay. I'll cut this out. Don't worry.
Throw away my.
Just whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Just do your thing. You don't
It's
hurt
me?
yourself.
It's gonna be me.
I suppose so. Yeah, you're
I
pretty
bet Al should do it.
uniform.
I think Al should do it.
I should do it. All right. So
Yeah,
what are today's topics?
Whatever comes up, brother.
We never plan anything. That's
He hasn't really been here for the past
Yeah.
however many times we've done this in the change. So
all right. Here's what we do. We bullshit for an hour and we talk about random crap and just improv our way to the beginning. We never plan anything, and even when we do, we never stick to it long enough to record it. No.
I'm so happy that that's literally the truth. Okay.
would Roger say
Whose
anything
line
else?
is it anyway? But the podcast.
Blake, bring us in, please.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Mr. D's Happy Hour, Family Hour, whatever we've decided to call ourselves today. This has been going great so far, as always, of course. And here we have our 5 lucky gentlemen today, as opposed to the normal 4. Starting things off, of course, we have the wonderful, beautiful Velociraptor.
Hello.
We have the boy himself, the fresh tatted boy, Little Nicky J. We have the drug cartel man himself, Mr. D. And finally, our guest of the night, your pal Al.
Can we talk about something real quick?
Sure.
I got
Yeah.
so much shit for putting Dylan on a fucking spicy flavor of Pringles, and you just called this man a drug cartel.
No, it's because of what he's wearing. He's got the Hawaiian shirt like all the way buttoned down, like, you know.
He's
I
Tony
don't think this is
Vencito.
appropriate.
Dude, this Hawaiian
feel
shirt don't have
wrong.
a top button.
Buddy, I thought the Pringles thing was funny.
Yeah.
I have
It
nothing
was
against you,
alright. I was kind of offended, but then I kind of relapsed, and I was like, you know what, that makes sense. So I let you have it.
I like the bully that you eventually come around to.
though. You know what? That guy makes sense.
Dude, I'm Flash from Spider-Man.
Flash Thompson, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
You are
to
that guy.
again. Soon be up.
Well, you all might be wondering the question of who's this beautiful man in the corner named Al, because you probably haven't been here this long because we're in a new channel and stuff like that. So this is actually a Jesus impersonator. He goes to Comic-Cons and he dresses as Jesus, and he's very famous for it.
You know the guy that
And,
would like
uh,
to cross and destroyed the ceiling in the airport? It was that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Guilty as charged. Although, I would say I had to do away. The cops got close, so I had to shave. They don't know, and I haven't paid any damages yet. I don't plan on it. So if we could keep this hush-hush, I would appreciate it. Thank you.
It's okay. The two people that will. Yeah, the two
Statute
people
of
that will hear it will
limitations,
be-
baby.
We'll keep
7
your
years will
secret.
go by real quick. Don't worry about it.
If you commit a crime, how long do you have to wait to actually, not be a criminal anymore? Is that a thing?
What do you think? You think it's like the wanted stars of GTA?
Well, I mean, kind of.
15
You
minutes.
just drive around for 10 minutes and you're just good.
Well, I mean, people go into hiding and then they come out, right?
Yeah, and then the cops go, "Oh, we can't find him. Oh man, this can't get the guy."
Damn it, my warrant's expired.
If you're running from the cops and you actually do get to the border, and you cross it, can they cross it and get you?
No.
Or are they just I can't do it?
They would work with the local jurisdiction probably, so they'd have to work internationally. But I mean,
They couldn't just cross and come get you.
yeah.
So Also on this topic, I've been listening to like a couple TikToks. You know, you get a lot of good information from those, and they have these like SpongeBob voice TikToks, like AI's SpongeBob voice, and they like give you life advice. And one of the life advice tips that they gave me was that if you are running from the cops and you run into a Sam's Club or Costco, they don't have a membership most likely, so they can't come in after you. And I don't know if that's true, but I would definitely like to try it.
Dylan, do you think Costco memberships are above the law?
I mean, they literally
slow 'em
look at my
down.
ID every time I go in there, so yeah, a little bit. I mean, they're
I can
pretty
just-
formal about it.
I can just imagine Dylan running, sprinting into a Costco, cops chasing behind him, and then one guy just going, "Hey, got a membership, sir?" As these cops are sprinting, like Dylan's just flashing his membership while running by.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh, wait. I may know you personally, but I don't see no membership. It's gonna have to show me ID, sir.
Sir,
That's
it's sir, it's not a star. We have an actual card. Please, let me see that.
And you know, on the topic of Costco, and we're just, you know, I'm letting my mind flow here because I'm really upset about this now that I've got onto this. But like, why in the world do they make T-shirts in an extra large in some brands, and they're actually like a freaking small in other brands? You know what I'm
I
saying?
never understood that.
Because I went into, I don't know, it was like a store in the mall, and there was these shirts there, and they were discounted for $5 a piece, right? And they were like pink and really pretty, and I was like, I'm going to get them shirts. And so I went to the bathroom, I put them on, and I look like a busted sausage, and I'm like, these are 3X. What is going on? I'm not happy with this. I feel targeted. And actually, it turns out they were women's shirts, but you know, it's just the fact. You know, it's just the fact.
Differently.
I don't understand why shirts that are labeled women are smaller than mine.
I don't know. It's like
Dylan,
a
you're funny.
Don't worry,
you get a
Dylan,
good
I
shirt,
also
you never
have
want to get rid of it.
that same problem. Like, for example, I'll go to Walmart and I'll go, oh, sweet, I can fit 2X's again. This should work. If it's anything George related, nah, can't fit in. Nope,
Can't
goes
do
a
it.
size down.
I really wanted you to say, it's okay, Dylan. I, too, wear women's clothing.
That's my other secret.
It's a safe place here.
Thank you.
Nobody likes those shirts that are like tight skinned. You know what I'm saying? Like it just like fits your skin like they're elastic. I don't know who George is, but he's a really he likes to segregate fat people from the rest of the society. Like who wants to get an extra large shirt and be tight fitted? Like it's messed up. I don't know.
You just got a lot of guys named George going.
Yeah. If any George out there,
I think my shirt.
screw
fits
you,
fine.
man.
If you are the George,
The number one George.
if you are the number, we're gonna get all the Georges together, have them fight,
Fight to the death.
and then that'll be the George, and then it's gonna be a 1v1 versus Mr. D and George.
Didn't they do something similar with like people who are named like James or John or something like that?
It was
I actually have a story for this. So, a few years back,
connected me from the group.
there's two Mr. D's.
So, I joined a few years ago. This happened at Blake's old apartment. I joined this Facebook group called Nick, and it was literally like every guy in the world named Nick. And this group met up in like Kansas or something to fight to be the Nick.
Did you go?
No, I did not.
Oh.
I was
You
broke.
Well,
missed
you're not
out,
really
man.
Nick anymore, are you?
You gave
I'm
up
little
that right.
Nicky J. You can't beat that.
Can't have it.
I
Can't
may
have
not.
anything
I may not
adjacent
be.
to Nick.
I may not be Nick, but I'm little Nicky J. And no
I
one can
really
ever
assign
take
you
that
a new
from
name.
me. No one can ever
Little-
take this from me.
little
No one can
little-
fit the shoes of little Nicky J. Physically,
little
maybe.
Tommy J, little Tommy P.
Little Tommy P.
Little Tommy P.
I don't know if it's just like a southern thing or whatever, but like the name Jim Smith, it's like really, really popular. And like, so like when I was little, I passed the local like state park and they had a Jim Smith like reunion. Like everybody named Jim Smith like had to come to that reunion. It was pretty interesting.
I've never met a Jim Smith in my life.
Never once.
I don't think I've ever met a Jim Smith either.
They're usually farmers.
There's a lot of Jimmys in South Carolina.
I'm related to a lot of Jimmys.
Congratulations, you are Southern.
The only Jimmy I know is Neutron.
Jimmy Donaldson. He's from South Carolina, I think.
I see.
Yeah.
I used
Jimmy
to
in
know
South
Jimmy in
Carolina.
high school.
It's where they all come from. It's where the Jimmy originated.
And they just migrate. They are all born in South Carolina. And then just move.
Jimmy John Jones.
Jimmy John's?
Jimmy John.
Slam Jam.
I think Mr. Beast upgraded from YouTube.
Thank you for your contribution. Oh, Slam Jam.
So,
You think?
I had something that, like, really blew my mind today. I don't know why it blew my mind so much. But, so, everyone knows about the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight coming up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Hyped for that.
someone took their training videos side by side, and there's like a 30-year age difference between these two. Like, I think like Jake Paul's like around 27 or something like that, and Mike Tyson's 57. That man, you know, for being almost 60, in that training video, he was so much faster, and you could see how much harder, like physically, like he was knocking that guy freaking back that he was training with.
He's one of the greatest.
It was like, compared to like watching him compared to Jake Paul is like, the only way he would be losing that fight is if he like really, you know, took a money gamble or like, you know, like a money deal, because there's no chance for Jake. Like there's none.
I think the only way that Jake can, like, if it comes to like a power off, absolutely not. He's getting destroyed by Mike. But I really think after like, I'm calling like 3 or 4 rounds, I think Mike doesn't have the endurance.
I don't
know,
think
man.
It will last 3 or 4 rounds.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm really hoping Mike just gets that one good.
He is going to lay him the fuck out. Like I said,
like even
I'll have to send you this video because like I said, just it was insane seeing how much you know better.
I've seen a
was.
couple of them. I mean, even the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, said, you know, if he got hit by Mike Tyson once, he'd be out.
How do people like think that's fun? Like, do they just like really enjoy getting hit in the face, or like what is it?
It's just the adrenaline, man.
Yeah.
Would you guys ever do something like that?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, really?
Hell yeah.
Nah, I'm a weenie. This PNG does not have muscle.
I don't.
It'd be one hell of a way to do like a face reveal, though, wouldn't it?
Your mask flies off.
We're going to hold an event, and it's just, we're going to like have our own, the Mr. D's boxing tournament.
That would be pretty
Sleeper
sweet.
build Roger comes into the ring.
That's
Still
right.
has a mask.
Like a luchador.
Yeah, because no. They can't prove that it's not you. So we could just put someone with like your PNG like a mask on, and it's just
Dude,
like
we can
this
get Mike
giant
Tyson.
Honestly,
He
though,
can play me.
I would get hit by Mike Tyson just to say he hit
You
me.
only get hit once.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think you get back up.
Just to say he hit me whenever I wake up, I'd be like, what happened? It'd be like, hey, Mike Tyson laid you out. I would be like, hell yeah. I got laid
Dude,
out.
sign my face.
And
Yeah,
then you
for real.
go, why are
Sign
the
your
gates all
face
gold and
or
stuff?
sign my face with your fist, please.
Really punctuated.
Yeah.
You know what? We're gonna put that on the list. We're gonna get Nick hit by Mike Tyson one day.
Bucket list.
Hell yeah.
Bucket list.
With that whole like career and stuff and like UFC fighting and stuff like that, like I kind of feel bad for the people that do it and they like don't make it big because they're literally just like fighting and stuff like that and like breaking down their bodies and they're not really getting much money out of it because you don't make much money off of that if you don't like, you know, make it big time.
Yeah, if you're not in the top.
It does not. Let's see how much. Let's see here.
I don't know, man.
How much does the average MMA?
I mean, it can't be much.
So they usually do it. I know there's multiple ways they can get paid. I know they get paid from like the actual UFC. They can get paid by, I think, sponsors and stuff. Let's see here.
Most of them make their own like supplements and stuff like that once they get big, and that's how they make like most
Yeah.
of their money.
A lot of them do. There are 3 tiers. It says the lowest earn 10,000 to 30,000 between fights, and the highest is anywhere from 500,000 to 3 million per fight. Man,
That's a huge range.
That's insane.
that is insane. How much do boxers get paid?
Okay, we talked about this guy before, but you guys remember that that teacher that had like all the He-Man action figures and stuff like that?
Yeah, he wrestled.
He wrestled, and I went to one of his like competitions or whatever, but I was too young to know that these wrestling matches were like all like staged, and they did a bunch of dramatized stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so like he came out with his buddy or whatever, and like the other guys were playing like the enemy, or the bad guys. And like they like came to the front of the stage and showed us this like chain where like he was gonna like strangle him with it, and I was like, he's got a chain, watch out, he's gonna hurt you. And I was like, that stuff is kind of scary if you don't know it's not real. But
Mr. Beep, look out.
let's be honest here, if you get hit in the face with a chair, it's gonna hurt anyways, because that a lot of those hits aren't like fake, are they, with like the ladders and chairs and shit like that?
Yeah, that's the thing about like wrestling. Like, I'm not a fan of like that kind of wrestling or anything, but you still have to be crazy athletic to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Man.
Like it's all like staged and like all that stuff, but like the stuff is real. The stuff they do is real, but it's all like pre-planned, and
Yeah.
they have like a direction, or like it's almost like a play. They have things they're supposed to do and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Dude, I can't wait for William Shakespeare to enter the ring.
It's gonna be great.
So what have you been up to, Al? What's new with you? How have you been since our last podcast? What's been going on? What things have you been working on?
Well, I had mentioned that I was potentially going to write a book. I have started writing said book. I have not gotten very far, admittedly, but I have been spending most of my time in school, which I graduated.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
I have been working in my internship, and that's been going smooth so far. Not much else in the things related to last we talked, but I have started writing for the book. I have some notes, so I have started progress.
Hell yeah.
What's this? What's the book about? Like, not like necessarily the entire thing, just like kind of a summary of it.
So basically, just a lot of people don't know where to start when getting their life together. So this is like a baby steps and a bite at a time style book that they can flip to anywhere and be able to get their foot in the door trying to get their life together. So if you have ever heard of the wellness wheel, it's based on that. Basically just introducing that concept and some applicable ways to apply that to your day-to-day life. And that's about it for that part.
You see, my entire life, whenever something very bad happens or anything like that, Roger's always been my wellness wheel. I go to him, and he's kind of the personal navigator. He's my life manager, my life coach. So he's very knowledgeable in that stuff. So I would really I'm really excited for you to like come out with this book, because I'd really like to read it. I feel like you're not really equipped with too much whenever you're out the gates of high school and stuff like that. I didn't know what life was. I don't think most of you guys knew what life was really until you fucking like lived it. So
I still don't.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I wake up in the morning, it's like, fuck, I gotta go to work, man. I'm like,
Oh,
how did this happen? I blinked and I became responsible.
did
sometimes
you forget to feed yourself?
Wait,
Sometimes
I'm not living in my
hard part.
parents' basement anymore? What am I doing? Oh,
Where's my ma?
where's my hot chalky milk?
I just drank that.
I was about to say, Roger's always got that.
It's my tradition. podcast equals hot cocoa.
You know what? When we get big enough, we're gonna get a Velociraptor hot cocoa.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a tiny version of me, like the Abuelita.
Oh, that's sick. Man. Oh, that sounds so good right
First podcast merch. Roger Pods.
Hell yeah.
Roger
now.
Pods.
Velocipods.
Sometimes I feel like you're just born, and then you're just like, oh, my entire childhood was a blur. Now I gotta pay bills. Like, what's going on?
Sometimes I realize you're just born.
I mean, why am I here?
That got me. That really got me.
Why are we here? Just to suffer.
Who brought me into this misery? What did I do wrong?
Yeah, like you never think about those stuff either until like the most random moments at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and then all of your memories from your childhood come back, and you're just like, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, that
guys ever
happened.
just like woken up in the middle of the night into an
Sometimes.
existential crisis?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All the time.
I mean, that's kind of where the
Did I ever
shaving
tell
started.
you guys? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead now.
I was going to say, like, I was like, yeah, I wanted to see my jawline, but existential crisis, 3 a.m. time. I was like, so.
Have I ever told you guys the time that my karate teacher gave me like a 7-year-old an existential crisis?
You did
I didn't know you took karate, man.
You didn't notice?
No, you're fucking.
Oh, I thought Dylan at least would notice, but I took karate in middle school. It was funny because I was the only one who was allowed to bring a weapon onto the bus. I had to take the bus back to the elementary school so I could take the class.
That's fun.
Because it was well, I probably shouldn't say the name for privacy's sake, but it's someone that Dylan, you know, because he was one of our scoutmasters very early on. My mind is completely blank because I'm very tired. I'm sorry.
Karate.
Like
Karate.
Scoutmasters and karate.
Story. Existential dread lesson.
Yeah. So I would go to karate, and my teacher, my first teacher, because I had a few while I was taking the class, he was an older gentleman, and he would tell us these life facts and tell these stories of how to become an adult and stuff and things that he's done. And he told me that one day you're gonna look around, and you're not gonna be a little kid anymore, and you're gonna have to deal with stuff, and you are gonna wish you were right here in this moment, learning karate and figuring out your stances and your katas.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then it fucking stuck with me for 7 years old. That's like the only thing I really remember what he taught me about karate.
Was trauma.
And
Was
then
the
I got my blue belt.
So I had a great time though as a kid. It was funny because everyone would want to play around with my bow staff because the bow staff was were the katas that I would learn. You didn't learn the short sword ones until you were a brown belt, and that was around the time I quit. Is when I was 2nd degree brown belt. I wasn't very good at karate, but I was very dedicated. I stayed a long time.
Could you cut a board in half with your hand? Was that a thing you did?
No, but I did figure out the hard way that you're not supposed to wear socks when you practice.
Oh.
I almost cracked my head on the gymnasium floor.
Ouch.
It was fun. It was cool too. I was doing a spar with Sensei's son, and all of a sudden I was upside down and vertical, and I'm like, oh no!
Oh no. Now, Roger, I will rival you. I took Taekwondo, and
Oh shit!
your boy got to yellow belt, which is only one above white belt. So,
Hey, listen. I took the yellow belt test for karate. I was like, here you go. I got the belt, and I never came back. It was just there.
I proved
I
it
don't-
to
myself
yourself.
I could do
I-
really.
And I don't know why. I wish I never quit, but and I've taken one Krav Maga class, and I have the white belt from that.
So
I
like,
told my dad I wanted to do karate, and he called me gay.
You watched that movie with Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee or whatever.
Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That reminds me. Have you guys heard Tenacious D's new cover that they just came out with for that movie?
No.
New cover?
It's "Hit Me Baby One More Time." I think it's the name of the song by Britney Spears. And I don't even like that song, but Tenacious D singing it.
They make everything great.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like, I'll play it in the car all the time now. You just jam out to it.
Can confirm. Anytime I'm in the car with that man, it's one of 3 songs that he plays.
There's a song I need to show you guys that I listened to while I was at work today that popped up in my feed, and it was hilarious. It's "Don't Touch My Clogs."
Don't touch my clogs.
Don't touch
It's
my
it's such a stupid song, but it actually slaps.
Don't touch my clogs.
Don't touch my clogs. They've been in my family for generations. They're an heirloom.
For generations.
I suddenly smoke 30 packs a day.
Sometimes I feel
For
like
generations, I've kept my... What is it? What is the fucking... Like, generic-ass cigarettes that everyone seems to smoke?
Like the Camels.
Newports.
Newport!
Newports.
Yeah! Why do you know that?
No.
Gotta go get his Newports.
I smoke a
Give me
Newport every day.
Newports.
A pack of Newports.
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
The
Chocolate.
cigarettes actually make your voice sound like that, like later in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because it does stuff to
Don't
your
listen to him.
lungs.
I only got the hole in my throat from the 30 years of working in a factory. The hole in my throat didn't come from the 6-pack of cigarettes I smoked every day.
Remember Ned from South Park? It's coming right for us.
Roger.
That's a fucking fun question for you guys. All my life, because my name is Roger, everyone says the same fucking thing to me whenever I meet them for the first time. I was like, "Hey, my name is Roger England." Oh fuck, cut that. Damn it. Outed myself. Fuck.
Right here. It's going to be right here for editing.
Well, I guess I can't say the second one.
Yeah, I just say it. Okay.
Roger.
Yeah, fuck. There are more than one Roger England out there. Fuck it, who cares? If you Google search my name, the first one that pops up is an old white guy, and I guarantee you that's me. But the first thing everyone say was like, Roger, you like Star Wars? It's like, it's all right. It's cool.
I bet after like the 5th time, you just like, not anymore.
And then I'll say when I say my full name, I say, "Oh, are you from England? Because your last name's England." It's like, "No, I'm from Kentucky." And then the next question is, "Do you like Kentucky Fried Chicken?" It's the same 3 fucking questions every time I meet someone.
They're
And it's been
icebreakers,
like this
man.
my entire life.
Do you like Star
So
Wars?
my question to you guys
English.
is: do
Kentucky
you
Fried Chicken.
have a series of questions that people ask you every time they meet you?
Are you Nick Jonas?
Are you the Nick Jones? The Nicky J?
I get that. So, like, people will look at my name and be like, "Are you Nick Jonas?" I'm like, "No." It's a 1-letter difference. 1 letter. Read that again.
I mean, I'll be honest. My questions that I normally get are like, I don't really go out other than like work and stuff like that. So it'll be like, do you like trucks? And I'll be like, no. And then they'll be like, do you like basketball? I'll be like, no. They're like, do you like football? I'll be like, no. And they're like, oh, you're a fucking loser. You don't like any of that stuff.
It's like the stereotypical, like, we're going to find out what you like.
Yeah. It's like,
questions.
I don't
Yeah,
like
it's
anything that I think that
same.
you would like at all. I mean, it's cool what I like, but I don't think it's for everybody else.
I don't think it's for you.
Do you guys like sports?
I like
Every
playing
once in a
sports.
while. I will catch a UK basketball game.
Wiener dog.
Yep. It's once in a while. Like I'll watch it, like if I'm like at a restaurant and it's on, or usually if there's a UK game, sometimes I'll occasionally watch it, but that's pretty rare. Whenever I do.
It was my dad's favorite basketball team, so I watch them every once in a while.
What about? I mean, if we include like martial, like MMA and like boxing and stuff, I do like to watch a lot of boxing stuff.
Yeah, combat sports are pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like those
I
are
like
fun.
I like HEMA. Historical European martial arts is really interesting.
HEMA.
I think we should bring back gladiator fights.
Are you gonna be the gladiator?
So that's an interesting thing to say, since they were mostly fought by slaves. How do you plan to bring this back?
Yes.
Yes.
Listen, we got the word segregation in this podcast. We're now talking about slaves. We're bringing it full circle, boys.
When was segregation said?
Dylan,
Fat
earlier.
people.
Yeah. Wait, that's it right there. It's gonna be a gladiation of fat people.
That's just sumo wrestling,
Gladiation of
bro.
Fat people.
It's just sumo wrestling. Come on.
No. Sumo wrestling is wrestling. Gladiators is swords.
You're gonna give these fucking people swords?
Yes.
I don't.
There is so many
Now,
people who are
weaponry.
such big fans of the honorable art of sumo, and you've just pissed them all off.
Oh, absolutely.
My apologies.
Actually, fact of the day, they actually preferred to keep their gladiators on the bigger side because it was harder to kill them. Because there's a more likely chance for them to survive if they have more fat on them.
Yeah.
So like,
Do you
if
know
you
the
were
human head?
getting into like sumo wrestling and
Yeah.
stuff like that, like, did they like just eat a lot of food to like be like that, or are they just built different?
I think it's a combination of genetics and having to eat a lot.
Big boned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big bone.
I don't
Shout
even
out to all
want to
my
imagine.
big bone chats.
Okay, wait.
I don't even want to imagine how much they eat a day.
How to become... Wait.
There's this
to
one guy
sumo.
that
How...
That's you, Sumo.
how to sumo. By the
Remember
way,
Ed,
with
Ed, and Eddie
the
episode where they try to turn Jimmy into a sumo.
That's the one episode I remember like so well.
Answer to the question, by the way. Sumo wrestlers eat up to about 7,000 calories a day.
Jesus.
And weigh as much as 400 pounds. But they don't suffer from... But they don't suffer from other symptoms of obesity. So like they don't
They
usually have
probably
heart
eat,
problems,
like,
strokes.
really clean foods, I would imagine.
Maybe.
It's probably like-
it's
a mix of healthy stuff, but
the regular intense exercise that they're doing
yeah.
prevents the buildup of a certain kind of fat, which leads to that stuff.
You can't tell me that
They're
their
still
joints aren't
athletes.
hurting.
Yeah.
Like their legs have to be
how
killing them.
to become a sumo
Yeah.
wrestlers.
Brother, their legs are like the strongest part of them. What do you mean?
It don't matter.
knees are
Your legs
creaking
can only
like
Also,
support
they
so
eat the
much.
other
Stairs.
sumo out.
Yeah, like the whole like thing is like leg power.
You only have to be 5'8" to be a sumo wrestler.
Hell yeah.
Hell
well,
yeah.
most
kinda
sumo
figured-
Boys,
wrestlers
let's go.
I kind of...
Well, like the average height in Japan is also.
Yeah, that's right. I think about that. Every wrestler has to belong to a sumo stable, and they have to try out for one. Yeah. They have to be about 5 feet 8 inches tall, weigh about 165 pounds, and be under 23 years old or between 20 and 25 if one has performed fairly well in college or adult level tournaments.
Holy shit! I didn't know they were that young. What the hell?
I
thought
meet
they were
every
like old.
qualification for this, boys.
You're running out of time,
All
buddy.
right.
We're gonna have
Start
our
with
first
Japan.
American sumo wrestler. Let me tell you. Let's get it.
I felt like you definitely want to be closer to the ground. You know, the shorter you are, the less likely you are to like tumble. So I don't know. I felt like
You won't
being
be as
short's
top
probably.
heavy.
Yeah.
Didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Okay, thumbnail for this video. Nick on a sumo wrestler.
Hell yeah.
Wrestling.
Got a boss.
I'll give you a good picture with the porn stash too.
Oh yeah, there's
World
a sumo
first.
subreddit? How can I get into sumo wrestling? Is there a...
Is there an amateur league I can try out?
Amateur sumo. That's the best little league I've ever seen.
Can you just imagine a bunch of little potatoes trying to shove each other out of a ring?
They have to start them young. I mean, if the
Yeah.
age is like 23 to 25, they got to start them like 12.
Okay. Bad news, Nick. There is not a team around where you live. However, there is one in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Brother, that's like an easy
driving
drive.
distance.
Yeah, that's driving
Exactly.
distance.
You can do it.
Yeah.
I believe in you, Nick.
And also Evansville? I don't know where that is.
I will go with you to
They're
every
literally in the
practice.
it's in all the states surrounding us except for us. That's dumb.
I might
There's a big
actually go
sumo-
up there just to like see if they even like you'll be like, yes, you can do it.
Why do they gotta talk?
They're
Why do
probably
you
all
assume that
redneck, brother.
They just happen to be like Asian.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's just fucking
don't have to.
Cincinnati.
Just because I put a pause in between yes and you doesn't mean I was trying to
no, don't.
You had an accent.
No, I didn't.
You went and like you went. Yes.
I didn't say yes. I said yes. You can do it.
Comment down below if he had an accent or not. Let's let the viewers
We're
decide.
canceling Nick today.
Everyone's
After
always
all,
everyone's trying to cancel me all the time. Every episode I'm getting canceled.
Yes, sir.
it's really a competition.
There's a common denominator here, and it's not me. It's you guys. You guys are the problem.
Are we the common denominator?
Yes, because you guys are the ones trying to cancel me.
Oh. Little Nicky J.
Have you guys ever thought about how hard a potato would hurt if it was like absolutely just like chucked at you?
That's why they make
Potato
potato
can.
guns,
This is
man.
an interesting shower thought you're bringing to the table.
Well, because Al said something about potatoes a couple minutes ago, and then it just popped in my head. It's like, damn, potatoes would freaking hurt.
Just lived in your head.
Potatoes are hard.
hurt. If you had one like chucked at your face, that motherfucker would hurt.
Yeah, I mean it's a starchy vegetable being thrown at your face
Do you think a carrot could poke your eye out?
I mean, yeah.
with enough force.
No, they're good for your eyes.
Yeah.
That's true. It'd
That
cancel
carrot,
out.
man.
It would just bounce off because it'd cancel out.
PEMDAS.
That's right.
It does.
PEMDAS.
I'll math the damage away.
Nick, I have
See, now I'm just.
I have
Sorry, go ahead.
I came across this question that really intrigued me to ask
Yes.
you of all people because I really want to know your answer to it.
Here we go.
If you had the attention of the whole world for 5 minutes, what would you say?
I'd
The
probably
whole
fart
fucking
into the
world.
microphone and walk away.
For 5 minutes?
Knew it. I knew it.
It's a solid
I
rip,
would sit
brother.
there in awkward silence for 2.5, fart into the microphone, stand there for another 2 minutes, then walk away.
See, you're a man
the
of many
microphone
words,
still in
and I just figured you'd have more than that. I was really excited. You really let me down.
For the whole world,
yeah, for the whole.
if I
fucking
wanted to
world.
be remembered for something, that's what I would do. If I had
No, I'm
the
just
whole
thinking about-
world's attention, because there's going to be people that are disgusted, there's going to be people that are absolutely dying of laughter. You know, like, I would be remembered more than giving some, bullcrap speech,
See, now I just have the mental image of the picture that was used of Nick on our channel banner. Just that, him just standing on a stage, just, and you don't know where the microphone is.
It's just lingering behind him. No one can see it. Everyone's like, "Oh, dude, he's got a bass. He's gonna play us something." Nope.
Oh
Exactly what
god.
happened.
What would you say, Blake?
I don't know what I would say. I would probably give that corny speech that I won't be remembered by.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
I would be that guy.
What would you say,
would you-
Mr. D?
You know, I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far.
Have you guys noticed that
That's what you would say at the microphone. I didn't think I'd get this.
Let me pose this question and not answer it myself, actually.
Wasn't this the big theme of last episode? Where Dylan would ask all these questions but wouldn't answer them?
every time?
Well, you know, you just I'm more concerned about what you have to say. All right.
Okay, well,
I too am concerned about what Nick has to say.
Exactly.
and not for good reason.
Never for good reasons. Oh.
Did you guys see that new fucking that Black Panther and Captain America game that they?
I just saw the trailer for it. Well, I didn't watch the trailer. I saw like the thing on YouTube.
I just saw it
There's a new
advertised. I
Black
thought it was
Panther?
interesting.
Yeah, it takes place. It's about the rise of Hydra.
Again?
So this
No,
would
like
be
the Hydra,
like,
it's not related to the MCU or anything. I don't think.
So is it like
Oh.
before MCU Black Panther? Because that was
yeah, it would have to be
Yeah.
60
college
years
dad.
ago.
Yeah, it's. I'm pretty sure this
That
is
would be
like
cool.
the Marvel games, like how there's the Marvel's Spider-Man games. I'm pretty sure this is like the same like series.
Are they gonna make like their own universe for like the video games? Is that what's going on here?
Probably.
That's.
Black Panther and Captain America.
I mean, to be honest, it's kind of cool.
It's
I'll take it.
Azuri is the name of the Black Panther, I think. I'm so confused.
I don't know much about it. That's why I asked you. You guys are the Marvel professionals. I don't know. I thought you'd know more.
I really liked Black Panther in Marvel's Ultimate Alliance in that game, and that's about as much as I know aside from the movie. So,
Isn't that like a
about all I
phone
got.
game?
is it? I played it on the PS2 back in the day.
Oh,
Marvel Ultimate Alliance or something like that, right? I got that right?
how old are you?
So yeah, I think it's
How old are you? God, you're ancient. You had a PS2? You're ancient.
My back's hurting already. Stop, please.
You're already a goddamn fossil.
You old man.
I know you're not talking, Dylan. You played on the fucking NES at first.
Well, I mean, it's different. I didn't play it when it first came out, like
Is
this
it?
fucking dinosaur over here.
Hey, whoa.
There's
We had
no-
sticks and stones back in my day, okay? All right?
What?
You better chill.
We had
Tell you
Oonga
what, the
Boonga.
wheel was a game changer.
I love Booga Booga.
I was there when it was invented.
I also like and love Oonga Boonga, Nick. I agree.
I love Booga Booga.
What was your first game system, Al?
PS1, I think.
Jesus.
The PlayStation, man.
I was 4, I think.
He's a PlayStation boy.
What was your first game that you had on there?
I want to say Street Fighter EX plus Alpha. It was one of the quote-unquote spin-off games, but it's forever a main title for me because, first
Hell
game.
yeah.
And then followed by Croc. I forget which one it was specifically, but one of the Croc games.
Was it like Frogger but with crocodiles?
And 3D, but yeah, pretty much.
Fair enough. Is it really crocodiles?
I mean, it's a crocodile with a backpack and a hat, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time since I've played. I don't know if you know that, because, I'm ancient, but...
It's only been 20 years.
It's been longer than that.
Just a little bit.
What was your guys' first consoles? I don't think we've ever talked about this before, have we?
For me, it was the N64.
Yeah, I think we talked
First
about this
game was
before.
Star Fox 64, followed by Pokemon Stadium 2. Real gems right there, baby.
all great games.
Yeah,
great
good
games.
childhood.
Very good.
I think we only talked about this in the sense of like what are all the really cool little game systems you guys got in your collection
Yeah.
at this very moment. And
Yeah.
Nick whipped out his whole fucking arsenal of everything that ever existed. It was really interesting.
Yeah.
Hell
See, my first console wasn't. It wasn't really mine. It was more like my sister's hand-me-downs because they got it for her, but then she just wouldn't play it. But it was a PlayStation 1. But I also had a Game Gear.
You had a Game Gear?
Yeah.
Damn.
I used to play Sonic on it all the time, and I don't know where it is, and I wish I could find it.
So whenever I had the PlayStation 1, it was me and my brothers and like Blake. It was kind of more like a hand-me-down to me because, well, whatever. But when I was a young boy, my brother's friend came over and he wanted, I think it was Crash Bandicoot 2 or something. Either Crash Bandicoot 2 or Spyro 2. And me, being the little child I was easily manipulated. And I wanted to play that man's Worms game. Worms Armageddon or something like that. And so I'm like, hey, trade me. Little did my brother know, I traded away his game to borrow Worms. And he has held it over my head. He's held a grudge ever since. And he'll bring it up to this day. So,
brotherhood right there. My brother still mentions shit that happens forever ago.
Yeah, I was 3, maybe.
I don't have a brother.
Roger, do you remember whenever we were playing fucking Minecraft, modded Minecraft, and I think it was like for the longest time they had those computers in there, and we played Snake for like, I don't know, hours and hours. Like, it was so
with
stupid.
The computer craft mod.
We
you just
wasted
sit there
so
and
many of our
set up
brain
this
cells.
glorious Tekkit server for you, and you would just log on and play Snake.
I mean, there isn't anything better than playing a video game inside of a video game, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, we're doing it right now.
Speaking of a video game inside of a video game, which I will follow up with another question. Time Splitters 2 also has Snake as like a little game cartridge. Yes, sir. And so like I would play through Siberia on hard mode, unlock Snake, and then I would just sit there and play that. Or I think Atom Smasher has Asteroids, and then there was also the one that's the rocket landing game. So it was a really cool little Easter egg that you would find. But I have a question. What is your all's favorite retro game?
Yeah, I got it right here. I'll share my screen and everything.
How retro do you define retro? Because retro games, I think, currently go as far back as like as early as like GameCube right now, because we're old as fuck now.
Yeah, I would say
Jesus
like
Christ, I didn't
PS2,
even think about
GameCube era, and B4.
What was that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Like PS2, GameCube era, and before. So like Xbox, or the original Xbox, maybe.
Well, in that case, everyone knows my answer. It's custom robo version.
Nah, guys,
awesome.
this is where it's at.
What the hell?
Games.
Is it?
This was it.
Oh, dude, I remember cool math games.
Do you guys remember Run?
Oh, dude, I love them.
I forgot that
We'll play
existed.
some right now.
There's an ad.
We can't show this.
No, it's gone.
What?
However,
Did you ever
my
play-
other screen?
Did you ever play that Bush shootout game or whatever? I don't remember what website it was on.
Like George Bush?
Yes. It
Yes,
was like
exactly.
what? Yeah, it was like one of the only good games on any of the websites the schools would be able to log into. So like, that was like the game that I would play in elementary school. At school.
For me, it was Papa Tropica.
Oh my god.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That's a
Jesus.
classic.
That's a mobile game
Yeah.
now.
Is it?
Yeah.
What was the point of
I
that
got
game?
into
I
that. I don't know why
forget.
people liked it so much.
I love that. For me, it was like the movie tie-in stuff, and you could get like movie stuff on your
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
Now they
I
have
never won
Suika
for
game
cosmetics.
on Cool Math.
Did you guys ever play Tank Trouble?
Of course.
Well, of course, man. I kicked everyone's ass. I was the reason why everyone started using the mouse as a control.
You were that guy.
I was that guy.
Well,
I was Mr. Blue Tank.
They had the Mario. My first game that I actually played on like a computer or whatever was like that fucking Mario typing game where like you had to type to get through the Mario levels.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of
Oh my god, that's old.
Yeah, I think it was
One
like
where
on
you
a
like go back
floppy
in time and
disk.
just like hang out with Da Vinci and shit. I think the Game Grumps played that once.
You know what?
You guys ever play Super Fighters 2? Like, since we're talking like flash games and stuff too.
That sounds really familiar.
I loved that game. I used to get in so much trouble because I would get so loud playing it with my high school friend, who I won't name for privacy's sake. I would do all the work for the week because it was that lame ass teacher that I had for the computer lab, who never did anything with her fucking life. And I'd finish all the assignments for the week because she just did everything out of the book. And then for the rest of the week, I would just play Super Fighters with my friend. And I got so good at it that I decided that I wanted to win, because it's like a fighting game. It's like Smash Brothers type stuff. I decided that I was going to win in the most absurd ways possible. And I developed a actual fighting style called chair no jutsu because I was a fucking loser and watching Naruto at the time. I would just stand on top of chairs and kick them to move them, and physics would do damage to the other players. So I would just kick chairs and ride chairs at people until they died.
Buddy.
Fiend.
That's the type of stuff that would make people rage quit and get you hate mail.
Dude, it just got funnier because sometimes the chairs would glitch and I would be like juggling them like hacky sack, like these giant black recliners flying around.
Whoa! Why they gotta be black, man?
Because it was the casting room. No.
I thought this was the family hour.
It is the family hour. If you don't know, then it's still family friendly.
It's how many families start.
Absolutely.
On this episode of How I Met Your Mother.
Son, let me tell you something about chair no jutsu. Oh, there we go. It's running at 2 frames per second. We got the PowerPoint running.
Let's go.
Run, little buddy. Run, little buddy.
This, I don't know if it looks any better.
Level 2. Let's go.
Let's go. I remember this game being a lot faster.
Oh, I think you got to get past level 2,
He
buddy.
says as he
You
freaks
can
out
if you press forward, I think you go faster.
No, it's a jump.
I don't know about you, but I remember that little block game where you like get the block in the hole. That was my favorite one.
Oh, the one where it's like the yes. Here, wait. Let me see if I can find that. Trending games, top 10 games.
Is that going to be your next gaming video, Blake? You're just going to play cool math games?
Absolutely. That's gonna be the next gaming video on the channel.
Remember, you guys got something to record tomorrow when I'm
Boys, the Bush Shootout game is still up on Crazy Games. Let's go! Mini clip.
All games. Here we go. Wait, was it?
One square.
Whoa. Wait, strategy. Let me look up strategy games.
I think my favorite flash game. Me and my buddy used to play. I can't remember what it's called, but it was some drag racing game. And we would see you could customize your own drag cars and stuff, and we would sit there and just race each other.
Oh, I know that one.
Yeah.
I used to play that too. It was fun. You guys remember Age of War?
I do remember Age of War.
My brain's hurting now.
The nostalgia.
Is Age of
What
War the
was
one
this?
where they had
The
the 2
podcast
bases and they would send out dudes and
Yeah.
yeah, I remember.
They had a really banging music playing the whole time, just the one track.
Yup, on
Yeah,
repeat.
we go to
Why was everybody's mom always like level 2000 in Candy Crush? What was so popular about Candy Crush?
guys, Pop Tropica. I can pick up where I left off. Oh, that's not me now.
Dude, we got save states now?
Good for them.
Good for them.
Hey, what's your login
I
real
can do
quick?
Sudoku. I don't have a login.
So genuinely sad.
All games. There's some. Can I just view all? If it just puts me in a okay. That's what I thought. It's just one bit. What was it called? Here, wait.
I'm happy you found your happy place.
Cool. Math games. Block. Oh, wait. Was it Blocksaur? Was that it? Yeah. Ah, no. It's fine. It's fine.
Womp.
Womp.
Womp womp.
Man. Why do we always end the episodes with such nostalgia?
Because we miss how life used to be.
Nostalgia.
Whenever you're 7 and
Nostalgia.
taking a karate class, someone's going to tell you that you're going to miss, your past. That's what happened to Roger. So,
That's what we're doing now.
Right now.
We're bookending
Look at
it. This is actually the closer Roger's been needing for all of these years.
Yeah, you guys are really my therapist.
Wow. Bringing out all
Sit
the
down,
trauma
son.
that you didn't realize you had.
Yes, sir.
Aren't we really just each other's therapists?
We the homies therapist.
We the homie therapists? Guys, new show idea. We just
Sounds
bring
like
in
some
the,
stupid shit on MTV or something like that.
we just bring in the homies and then they just tell us about all their trauma.
Stay tuned for
And then we make fun of them.
MTV.
That's a pretty good show. I like that.
The what? Rate My Crib?
You know what they need to bring back?
rate my trauma.
Silent Library.
No, there's. Are you talking about that show that it was like they had to be quiet while doing all of these
Yeah.
different like tasks? There's actually a YouTube channel who brought that back
Oh, really?
for like a couple episodes. Oh, what are they called? Oh, I see their YouTube shorts all the time.
Yeah, I've seen a couple shorts like that where it's like, different YouTubers and stuff doing it. But I miss that. That was so funny as a kid to me.
Yeah.
Cause there's stuff I'm like, man, I could stay quiet. I wouldn't even laugh at that.
Oh, what were they called? They have a really weird name. I think they're British. Let me see if I can find them.
You lost me at British. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. All of our
find
UK fans. Wink.
Oh, there's no way I'm gonna be able to find it. I go through way too many shorts in a day.
Womp.
You're doing that
Sounds like
doom
you have
scrolling.
a,
Don't you get those
addiction.
ads? Yeah, don't you get those ads for micro learning? Stop the doom scrolling, Blake.
Oh my god, you get those
Micro-learn.
too? I thought I was the only
Yes. it's a sign that's telling us stop.
one. I literally downloaded that just to see what it was, and it was nothing.
Is it any good?
No, it's not. It's not because I'm not
Aw.
Did it
smart
work?
enough to like understand what they're trying to teach me. So it just didn't work.
I love the one that's like,
Yeah, you
be the most interesting man in the room.
Bro, those crack me. But hey, we've all watched that like one of those videos at least once.
Those
Not gonna lie. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
wow, dude.
I have
Don't.
not. I haven't seen this micro learning thing.
Nick's just always the most interesting guy in the room.
No,
Yeah, he
I just
doesn't
meant
have
like
to.
I just know have never seen it before.
Can we get Nick on a Dos Equis commercial?
That reminds me.
Wow, that really just like got you going.
I don't even know what that is either.
Okay. So, there was this beer company from Peru. And
It's just-
I don't know if you guys have seen my profile picture here recently in Discord, but that's what it is. So, I don't know what exactly like the reasoning was, but like they couldn't show ads outside of like, so they couldn't play a movie, then cut to an ad, and then keep playing the movie. So this genius company
I know.
decided to edit the footage of the movies. I'm pretty sure I can show this on the podcast. And they will just put in commercials that blend in with the movies. And one of their biggest like examples is
Star Wars.
the Star Wars movie.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That was so funny.
So
And I
good.
cry laughing every time I see it. What's it called? Okay, here we go.
Make sure
Do
you
want me
share
to say
audio.
it, or-
Yeah, I'm gonna share the screen. I'm gonna share my screen. It is. I cry almost every time I watch it. It is so funny. I think this is the English version. Nope.
Nope.
You're right.
That is
we don't need the
not.
English version. The English
It's so much
version is funny.
funnier.
Ad.
An ad. An ad. Oh.
We'll just cut it out. Here, wait, maybe this one.
I like how
Schedule
these
free
videos are
mobile
playing at like
service.
2
This one,
frames.
yeah,
a
this
second.
shows all of them. I'm pretty sure. But they did not only do this with Star Wars, they did this with a lot of movies. But Star Wars is like the biggest example.
As an editor, there's definitely no way you can show everything there. You're probably gonna have to
Yeah,
either
you have
cut
to-
it down or put a filter
Yeah.
over it.
I'm gonna have that theme music stuck in my head now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, it is always stuck in my head. And there is this one YouTuber named Pay Money Wubby that Al and I have watched quite a bit. And he has this thing where like his viewers can, I think they can donate, right?
You talking
Al?
about
And
media,
then they
media share?
the media share.
Yeah.
And they can send in whatever video they want through. And that night where like that became popular, so many edits came through, the most random stuff of that. It's definitely worth a look at. It is hilarious.
So funny.
Well, it's been a time. Thank you guys for this wonderful experience that you guys have given me. I've learned a lot today.
You could say it's been an hour.
You could say.
An hour in which you are happy.
It was something.
or a family.
Nick, you know what to do, buddy. You don't have to. Go ahead and outro first. Don't just go ahead and say your lines, you selfish son of a bitch. Go ahead and tell everybody, who they are and stuff like that. Experience the outro of the podcast instead of just saying your lines and being selfish. Because you're looking at the camera, you were going to do it. Don't act like you weren't going to do it.
Well, you told me to do it, so I grabbed the camera.
Bro,
And what do you expect me to do?
Tell everybody to have a good night. Tell them that you enjoy their presence. And
Isn't that... I'm confused.
Remember, everybody, we're all here for a purpose. This has been the happy hour. Mr. D's happy hour specifically. But we hope we've been able to share that happiness with you. Thank you for watching. And enjoy. Thank you. And good night. Bitch!
that's all you had? That's all you had in you?
Yeah.
Hey, do the outro.
Yeah, where's your outro at, dude?
That's it?
Oh, yeah.
That's all you
yeah,
got?
okay. Remember, everybody. You're nobody. Till somebody loves you. And that somebody is me. I love you. Good night.
Can you do that again, but not like drawn out or anything like that? Can you just like
Every single time it makes me think you forget it.
Remember, everybody. You're nobody. Until somebody loves you. And that somebody's me.
Are you fucking reading it off
night.
the screen?
It looks like it.
No, I just put my camera. I didn't look into the camera this time. I was looking at you.
This is how you were looking.
I
Yeah,
don't believe
that was
you. I
the
think
point.
this has been a con the entire time. You always try to get us to remember it.
can't see my screen.
Scripted.
Oh.
It's scripted.
It's scripted.
It's scripted.
Good night, everybody.
Roger.
Honestly, it being scripted would be a compliment because everything is just stream of consciousness first thing out of her fucking mouths.
Yeah.
It's like, man, we're that good, guys. They think it's scripted.